Oh! Oh my god. Look at the state of that. That guy definitely skipped leg day. 100% skip. Oh, Jesus. Looks like Davy Jones.
Welcome everyone. As always, we're going to be unlocking every achievement, and in today's video, it's Alone in the Dark. Let's get into it. So, step 1. We start off picking our character. It doesn't matter who we choose, as we have to play as them both eventually. We pick Edward on this one. Picking up all the collectibles along the way, we will naturally get lots of story-related achievements and miscellaneous ones on the first playthrough. We can relax and enjoy the story for this one, as it's a fairly simple completion. We will have to make saves at certain sections, as this game has multiple endings we need to achieve. I believe there's 6 in total. So on to our first achievement. We make our way into the Eerie House at the beginning of the game and unlock our first story-related achievement.
Oh, hello. Oh my god. Sneaky rat. Oh god. Yeah, get dropped.
Killing an enemy for the first time with a ranged weapon nets us another achievement, as does killing an enemy with a melee weapon.
Have a bit of that.
We pick up a clue which allows us to progress the story. This is story related, so as is the achievement. We make our way onto our first puzzle of the game, which unlocks another one. Meleeing a barrier, an easy and simple one here.
Nice teeth.
We meet one of the most varied enemies in terms of design here, and unfortunately you never even get to fight him, which leaves a lot to be desired considering the design of some of the other enemies and the variety you have to fight. But making our way through, we get a story related achievement. We also find our first collectible set for another one. Kill an enemy with a shotgun. We aim our weapon at an NPC, which grants us another achievement. And you'll see this quite a lot. A lot of these achievements are just story related. They throw them out to you like sweets for your first playthrough. I think it's a well balanced achievement list, and it's quite enjoyable as you're always popping them and progressing through the story, and there's a mix of combat related collectible ones in there. So it's always quite enjoyable when you have quite a simple list like that, and you can just experience the game and not have to worry too much. We get to a combat related one here for throwing a Molotov at an enemy.
Ooh, get that down, yeah. Okay. Oh. Well, we got an achievement, but we died in the process.
We use this opportunity again to kill the same monster with a brick here.
There we go. Here we go, I bet you it's horde mode time. Keep my wits about me here. Fucking knew it. I know it.
Making our through the warehouse section of the game, we pick up the Tommy gun. As we get ambushed, we kill our first enemy with it, or multiple enemies with it, but that gives us another achievement for our first kill with the Tommy gun.
This looks really cool, especially the eclipse. What is going on here? State of this. It's like Mary Poppins. Man's hungover.
After progressing through the story a little bit and unlocking some unmissable achievements, all story related, we make our way to the first missable of the playthrough. Now you have to collect a certain set of a collectible here, and then you can interact with that noose and you unlock an achievement. We then make our way to one of the more funnier cutscenes in the game.
Suspicious. What's he doing? This guy's the worst protagonist I've ever seen. He's useless. That was quite funny though.
We're getting not too far off the end of our first playthrough here, just unlocking story related achievements as we go.
Gordon Bennett.
We are nearing the end of our first playthrough here, and it's very story heavy at this point in the game, so all the achievements are just unmissable story related ones. We are also very close to our first boss of the game, and there's only 2 bosses in the game, and they are right at the very end. Now these are the worst part about it in my opinion. The combat on this game needs to be a little bit more polished. We are also going for an achievement where we cannot heal. So at this point in the game, as I've taken a few hits, you don't recover health from getting to the next chapter. You just have to persevere through. It's fairly easy, but when you're towards the end, one hit will just kill you. So you pretty much have to get this boss done without taking a hit, unless you're good enough to get through most of the game without getting hit at all. Gotcha. That boss was pathetic. After beating the boss, we unlock a story-related achievement. We also unlock an achievement for playing the game for more than 8 hours, and we make our way onto the final boss. Again, I have to do this without getting hit to get the achievement for not healing throughout the playthrough, and you can see for yourself how simple and quite bad these boss fights are.
Oh my goodness me, that was pro dodge. Oh well, I'm dead. Fuck! This fucking boss sucks ass. Doesn't help that one hit and I'm dead. Oh. This boss fight's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I get him? Is he dead? Oh, thank God for that.
After beating the final boss, that concludes our first playthrough of the game. We unlock a couple of achievements, the one for not healing throughout the playthrough, and another one for just completing the game, and that brings us on to step 2. So, step 2, we have to do another playthrough of the game. This time play as the opposite character as you played as last time, so in our case it's Emily. We have to collect all of her collectibles, specific to her playthrough. There's not too many of them to get, but you start off with a couple that you have to inspect. We also have to get a few of her endings as well. Speeding through Emily's playthrough of the game, it's identical to Edward's, the last character we played as, apart from one section that's unique to her. We unlock our last 2 collectible achievements. We also unlock the last door of the game, which gives us another achievement for unlocking every single safe or door in the game. We also get ourselves a story related achievement. We then make it onto our favourite boss fight of the game. After defeating him, we make it onto our first ending as Emily. This is a special ending as we have all the collectibles that we need, and what you'll see here is we make a save, and because we're so far into the game right at the end, we can revert back to our last save to keep changing our endings.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Just before we get all of our ending achievements for Emily's playthrough, we do have to talk to every single person in this game as both Edward and Emily, and you have to listen to the whole dialogue of conversation. We then make it onto the final boss, get our normal ending related to Emily's character. We then revert to our last autosave and get our last ending as Emily. With 2 achievements left, I made a manual save as Edward on our first playthrough. We load that save up, give this gift to a tree. We then run through as Edward. We're already pretty much near the end of the game as Edward here anyway. But after getting towards the end, we get Edward's alternative ending. I guess this is a bad ending, this isn't a particularly good one. And with that, we will unlock our last achievement. And there is also another achievement for unlocking all achievements. The equivalent of a platinum trophy, but Xbox does it in a weird way. And with that, that's Alone in the Dark done. A very quick completion, fairly straightforward, pretty easy. It's a great game to play if you just want a nice story related run. They were onto something with this, and with a little bit more polish this could have been great. But hopefully they'll release another one. I hope this one was successful enough. And this will get you off the hard games, just something linear to enjoy, take away the stress from getting some of those hard trophies or achievements. I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and if you have, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.